Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday and welcome back. I hope you are having a great day. Today's video was actually supposed to be my update of the Tripolar Stop VX device that I've been using for a number of months now. Unfortunately, that particular video is going to take a little bit more work on my part in terms of filming a couple different things. I do want to do a demo of that particular device to demonstrate how I have been using it. And I did get sick over Christmas. I got pretty darn sick. I am finally now starting to feel better. Honestly, I just could not lay in bed any longer, so I probably still sound congested. I do have tea here that I might be sipping on from time to time. I'm a firm believer in listening to your body and taking good care of yourself, and so I'm trying to do that, but I also just need some normalcy again. I feel like that also really helps. So I'm sorry if I still sound super congested. I promise that the first week of January, I have a whole like 2021 favorites series planned. That is going to be kind of the first chunk of January. I do promise to put the update of the tripolar device in the beginning of January. So we'll just kind of stick that in there in addition to all of the favorites that are going to be coming up. So anyway, thank you guys for bearing with me. Today, I am just going to be doing a review of a new Holy Grail skincare item that I actually discovered kind of, I don't know if it's by accident. It was the generosity of my girlfriend Penny from over at Penn Smith Skincare that I ended up with this particular product. And it is the NIOD Sanskrit Saponins. So Penn and I met up for lunch a few weeks ago, and she brought this. She had purchased it and tried it. Didn't work out for her, so she thought that I might like to give it a go. So big thanks to Penn for passing this along, because I don't know that I would have necessarily gravitated towards this unless she had given it to me to try. And I am a true convert. Listen up, guys, and I'm not exaggerating here. This is a new Holy Grail item for my skincare routine. I will not be without this particular product. If they ever discontinue it, I would be super bummed, because this is fantastic for those of us that deal with oily skin. It has made such a difference in my oil production that I cannot even put it into words. I have several products in my skincare routine that, even though I try lots of new and different things that have kind of similar formulas or similar ingredients, supposed to do similar things, like I always tend to go back to my favorites, you know, like you just have those products that you're like, yes, this is my thing. So this is now going into the this is my thing pile. If you are someone who has oily skin, very oily skin, or combination skin, listen up. This product is going to reduce the oil so much. At least it has for me. I guess I shouldn't say it would necessarily do it for everyone, because everyone's skin is different. So take this with a grain of salt, obviously. But it just has made such a big difference in my skin. If you are new to my channel, I am 43 years old. I have had incredibly oily skin my entire life. By the time that I reached my preteen years, like my oil production was like really, really ramping up. Before I even turned 12, I remember having very, very oily skin. And then it just kept getting worse. And I think part of the reason that it was getting worse was because I didn't know how to, in the early 90s, properly care for my oily skin. And what I did was I tried to constantly just dry it out. I was putting toothpaste on my face. I was using things like Noxzema and Seabreeze and Clearasil and, you know, just trying everything possible. Hi, puppy. I do have two dogs in here with me today, so if you hear them snorting or, you know, making a mess in the background, sorry. But I remember just doing anything that I possibly could to dry my skin out, which is so bad for oily skin. If you are someone who still uses a lot of products that contain drying ingredients like alcohol or anything like that. Stop doing that. You need to be a lot more gentle with your skin. Almost treat it like it is a delicate skin type that requires a specific type of product line or whatever to really help you get that oil production into check. Drying your skin out is only going to exacerbate the problem. So I know it seems very counterintuitive, but moisturizing oily skin needs to be a thing. I know you probably don't want to hear that because you don't think you need a moisturizer if you have oily skin, but you do. I did do several videos on my channel in the past about my kind of favorite oily skin products. I have obviously shared multiple skincare routines. If you're curious about those, there's a plethora of videos regarding those. But yeah, just oily skin can be very frustrating because sometimes it seems like you just cannot get it under control. And there's nothing worse than spending, 20 or 30 minutes on doing your makeup and then 2 hours later having it slide off your face. Like, that's so frustrating. And that has essentially been the bulk of my life. It wasn't until I turned about 35 that I really thought, okay, I need to do something differently. And I really changed my skincare game. Man, did it make a difference, you guys. Now, even at 43, I still have oily skin, but I am proud to say that I am no longer in the very, very oily skin department. And I think that has a lot to do with how I'm currently taking care of my face, which is predominantly where the oil production is. I don't have any issues with oiliness on my neck. Nope, not a thing. It's all my face, right? So I have started incorporating the Sanskrit Saponins, which does need to be used in a very specific way. So listen up for the directions of use here in a little while. But I started incorporating this several weeks ago when Penn gifted it to me. And the way that you use it is, they say that you can use it every other day. They say that you can use it every day. I feel like that would be very excessive. I've only been using it twice a week. I use about a nickel-sized amount in the palm of my hand. And this part, I'll read a little blurb about this product here in a second, but the way that you apply this to the skin is you work it into a lather between the palms of your hands. The important thing to know that this is not a cleanser, you guys. You need to remove your makeup first. I actually use this in the morning. So for me, I do a super light cleanse with just my regular cleanser that I have in the shower. Right now I'm using one from Derma E, which is wonderful. So I'll do a really light cleanse just to get off the skincare from the night before, work this product into a lather, and then really focus it on the oiliest parts of my face, which for me is essentially my entire face, forehead, nose, cheeks, chin. All of it produces oil. So I will really just kind of work that into the skin just with the pads of my fingers here very gently. I will leave it on for another minute beyond that after I do the massage, and then I rinse it. You really need to make sure that you rinse this product really well. It can leave some residue on your skin. And I feel like some of the people that maybe have had breakouts from this product maybe didn't rinse their skin as well as they should have. Since I'm in the shower, I definitely just stand there and really make sure that everything comes off. I have a facial washcloth that I keep in the shower. I also use that to go over and just really make sure that everything gets off the skin. When I get out of the shower, my skin is not feeling tight or overly dry. It doesn't feel itchy from, being stripped of everything that is within it. It just feels healthy. My pores look amazing when I get out of the shower after doing this twice a week. I do deal with enlarged pores. Typically, like most oily skin people, we have bigger pores. They look so much more refined when I get out of the shower. And on the mornings that I use this, I just find that my makeup goes on so beautifully. It just almost looks flawless. I love that. So it's very easy to use. You can also use this as a mask. So wash your face, emulsify it in the palms of your hands, and then just put it on, leave it on for about 5-10 minutes, rinse it off. Again, do a really good job of rinsing it off. I have read a ton of reviews of this product. There are some people who have had some purging afterwards. That can certainly happen when you incorporate something new into your skincare routine, especially if you don't add a lot of new things in. My skin typically doesn't purge, but I think that the real key here is making sure that you rinse it properly. It is so amazing at reducing the oil that breaks through. I don't have to blot my face in the afternoons anymore. Typically by around 3 in the afternoon, I have to go in and use something to blot my face to pick up the excess oil. I have not had to do that at all, you guys. It is fabulous. So let's read a little bit about why this product is so fantastic. By the way, I will link it down below. You can purchase it at several different places. You can obviously purchase it from the Deciem website, but other stores like Skin Store and several Harrods, lots of other places sell this product. So I'll link it at a few places down below in the description box. So they say that the NIOD Sanskrit Saponins cleanser is a pH balanced balm that meets the daily needs of all skin types. I would say if you have a dry skin type, I don't know that I would necessarily recommend this, but I'm obviously not an esthetician. I just think that if I had a dry skin type, this would not be the product for me personally, but with my oily skin, love it, perfection. The intense balm is fortified with highly concentrated, unrefined Ayurvedic plant surfactants and boasts no purified or synthetic surfactants, oils, or micellar technologies. The viscous formula is an intelligent suspension of amino acid lysine and saponins from Ayurvedic plants. Targeting all forms of buildup, the cleansing balm works to eliminate excess oil and impurities in order to target blemishes and congestion. So this is actually meant to help to clear up breakouts and congestion. So this is why I think it's so important to properly rinse this product from the skin. The first time that I used it, I just rinsed it like I would rinse off any other cleanser. And I did notice that my skin felt like it still had some of the product left. And after I got out of the shower, I rinsed my face with some cool water for like another, 30 to 45 seconds. And it felt so much better. You really have to remove the residue from this cleanser. That is key. Remember that. The Sanskrit Saponins cleanser offers deep and thorough cleansing action for the complexion, leaving skin visibly pore-free, healthy, and radiant. This does not contain any types of the bad alcohols. This does not contain any oils, silicones, sulfates. It's cruelty-free and vegan. Bonus, right? Honestly, you guys, this is a godsend for my skin. I certainly have a whole host of products that work incredibly well for my oily skin, and I have loved those products. But the addition of this has really kicked up my skincare game significantly. To not have to blot my face in the afternoon is amazing. I am the type of person that if I put my makeup on at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, usually by the time that I get ready for bed at 9 o'clock at night, a lot of my makeup has lifted off and it's just kind of like suspended on my face. It doesn't look dewy. It doesn't look glowy. It just looks greasy. And that is with a really good skincare routine that I have been so happy with. You guys know that I have a lot of skincare steps, but they work for me. Everybody has to find their own routine, right? That has always worked for me for the last, like 7, 8 years that I've really been getting into skincare. And adding this, however, has made a difference. It really does remove a lot of that excess oil without leaving your skin tight or dry afterwards. That is really hard to do because a lot of products that claim to eliminate oil from your skin will leave you feeling very tight and dry. This just doesn't. I just notice a lot less congestion in my pores, which typically are pretty good because I'm a loyal BHA user. The Paula's Choice 2%, this is the number 2, 2% BHA exfoliant is something that I use on a very regular basis, and it really does do a good job of keeping my pores very clear. But I feel like they're even more clear since incorporating this into my routine. I'm so thankful that Penn passed this along to me. I know that you can get this size right here is 3 fluid ounces. This is right around $28. There is a much larger size. I think it's 180 mils. That is, I believe that's $50. That is what I will choose to purchase next. Usually if you purchase a larger size of something, it's a little bit more economical. And since this is going to be such an important part of my routine going forward, I think the larger size definitely makes sense for me. But if you are just trying this for the first time, I would definitely recommend this 3-ounce size. The packaging is a little obnoxious. I do hate these metal tubes, just because I do find that if you're not careful, they can bust open on the sides here sometimes. So I'm trying to be really careful with this and trying to squeeze from like the back here forward. But that being said, it's very simple, very basic packaging. It's certainly effective. The smell of the product is, it smells very earthy. I think that's, oh, it's starting to ooze out here. I think that some people might think it smells a little bit like dirt or something. It's certainly not fragranced to smell like a beautiful perfume or anything like that. I believe this is actually fragrance free from what I remember, but yeah, it does have a slight smell to it. It's just the natural ingredients that are contained within the product. I don't think it smells bad, but I don't know, some people are super sensitive to that. That being said, you guys, this is such a good product. I'm absolutely in love. It is, even though I found it kind of towards the latter part of the year, this is definitely going in my top like skincare faves of 2021. It's so good. If you have combination skin, if you have oily skin, if you have extremely oily skin, I think it's absolutely worth a try. You really should take a look at it. At the very least, look at the ingredients, read up other people's reviews. Don't be scared off by the, like, this made me break out. There could be a chance that you might have a little bit of purging that happens. And there may be a chance maybe that you're not rinsing it off super well. I would say fight through that initial purge and get better about, you know, rinsing the product off properly, and then judge it after that. Give it a couple of weeks of consistent use, and sort of let your skin calm down again, continue to use it. I'm telling you, I think it's absolutely amazing. And I very rarely say you must go buy this, but this is one of the few products that I would say go and get this, especially with the oily skin. It's amazing. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Thank you for putting up with my congestion, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back to normal by the beginning of January. And yeah, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.